Hi, and welcome to question 4 of the 2023 Junior Cert Higher Level. If you want a copy of these notes, just send an email to shanetroy@gmail.com. Like and subscribe to get access to more playlists. So question 4 starts off with, I suppose, statistics, probably the best way of describing it. And it says here that the ages of children in a creche were recorded. The data are shown in the table below. So you have between 0 and 1, you have 6 children, 1 to 2, you have 10 children, 2 to 3, 19, 3 to 4, you have 3, and 4 to 5, you have 5. And the first thing I notice is that all the intervals are the same. Okay, so it says here 2 to 3 means 2 years or more, but less than 3 years, so just a qualifier. Now, part A and B are marked together and they're worth 10 marks. So part A here says, represent the data on a histogram, label the axes clearly. Now, a histogram is only really problematic if you have intervals of different size. So because these are all going up by 1 each time, it does make things easier. And usually with a histogram, it's the area of the bar, this box, that matters. Okay. Now I'm just going to go to the answer because it's prettier than what I'll do. So I've labeled this now. I suppose what we are measuring goes on the y-axis. What we're controlling, so the age of the children, goes on the x-axis. So if I start there, well, this is 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. And then I'm just worried about the largest value on the y-axis. Now it's 19, so I went up as far as 20, and I have enough divisions to do that with 2, 4, 6. Now if you try it with 1, 2, 3, you'd run out of space. So going up in 2s matters. So halfway along here is 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So then I go ahead and draw them. So this first column, it goes up as far as 6, okay, and then the next one goes up as far as 10, next one up as far as 19. Now it's halfway between 18 and 20, then down to 3, which is halfway between 2 and 4, and then 5, which is halfway between 5 and 6. And that's it. Okay. Actually, I haven't labeled the axes, have I? Bloody hell. This would be the number of children, and this would be the age. So I should fix that after. And that's it. Okay. So part B says work out the percentage. So straight away I'm multiplying something by 100 of children in the creche who are age 1 to 2. Now I am told, I'm not told. So I should have shown this calculation. 6 plus 10 plus 19 plus 3 plus 5 is 43. Okay, so in the 1 to 2 range, there are 10 out of 43. Okay, so to get a percentage, multiply by 100, and that came out to me as 23.26%. But the question says to round to the nearest percent, so it's this 2 that matters. 2 is less than 5. The number before it, the 3, stays the same. So 23% is the answer. And that's it. Okay. So then it says use mid-interval values to estimate the mean age of the children in the creche. Give your answer in years correct to 1 decimal place. So I've copied in the table just for simplicity. Now the mid-interval values here, in a sense, the problem with a grouped frequency distribution, which is what this table, or grouped frequency table, I should say, is that the reason we use them is when the data is all spread out. Okay, so we're banding these kids together. Like I don't know if all 6 of these kids are 0, although they probably wouldn't be in crash at 0. But maybe they're 6 months old, so they're halfway along. Maybe they're all just about a year old. Maybe they're all spread out. Okay, I can't tell that from it. So do I use 0 as a value? Do I use 1? Or do I cut the difference and use, in this case here, 0.5? Now halfway along here is 1.5, and we get the different mid-interval values. So I've written them here just so they're obvious for me, and then I'm going to use the formula for the mean of a frequency distribution. Okay, and you're adding the data, now in this case that's 0.5 for the first one, times the frequency, plus, that's the first one, plus, okay, the mid-interval value here 1.5 times 10, so the data times the frequency, plus the 2.5 times 19, etc. And then the bottom is the sum of the frequencies, which is just 6 plus 10 plus 19 plus 3 plus 55, which is 43 from the previous answer. And you could just use 43, you don't need to add it again. Now, when I put that through the calculator, I get 2.29. And I would still show this step, even if you are using the calculator and the statistics function. If you have no work shown but just the answer, and then the answer is just wrong because you tapped the number wrong, you'll get 0. Whereas if you have this calculation and then the wrong answer, you'd get the 7, for sure, the high partial, because you've basically done. And the reasoning would be that you just messed up in the calculator. It's the most obvious, most likely thing. Now we're asked to round this to 1 decimal place, so the 9 here is what matters. Okay, 9 is greater than 5, so the number before it rounds up by 1 to give me 2.3 years. Now the next part here is worth 5 marks. Now the last part was worth 10. This one's worth 5. The table below shows the maximum number of children that one staff member in the creche can mind. And it depends on the age of the children. So, for example, one staff member can mind up to 3 children aged between 0 and 1, or up to 5 children aged between 1 and 2, etc. So you see it there listed in the table. Now, I've copied across the table from before, and the question says, work out the least number of staff members that are needed to mind all the children in the creche. Now, in a sense, 0 to 1, I can see that the maximum number of children that the person that can be minded is 3. So if there's 6 children, they need 2 staff members. Now, plus in the 1 to 2 range, each person minds 5, so there's 10 there, so that's 2 more staff. Now, the 19 here, so each person is allowed to mind 6, but in 19 there's 6 and 6 and 6, and then there's 1 left over. But that 1 needs a staff member to mind it, okay, in the sense that otherwise they wouldn't be meeting their legal requirements. So it's 4. The 3 staff mind the 18, and a 4th staff member for the extra. Now, on the 3 to 4 range and the 4 to 5 range, they can be grouped together based on this information here. Between 3 and 6, they can mind 8 kids. Now, between 3 and 4 and 4 to 5 are all between 3 and 8. And there's 3 and 5 children, which is within the 8, so that would be 1 staff member. Now we add all of them together, and we get 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1. That's 8 staff. Okay, and that's it. So that's the end of question 4. If you want a copy of these notes, just send me an email at shanetroy@gmail.com. Like and subscribe to get access to more playlists, and see you on question 5.